Hey, how's it going guys? It's Shepherd here, coming back to you with another gardening video. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the gorgeous Bougainvillea. It usually resides in tropical places like this, the island of Barbados. Before we get right into it, let me show you around. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the family tree of the Bougainvillea, starting right up there from the division of Magnolia Feeder. It consists of two plants or structures, angiospermas and gymnospermas. Angiospermas consist of all flowering plants on earth. If you see a flower, you know you're dealing with an angiosperma. Whereas gymnosperma are usually naked seeds like ginkgo bonobos, pines, conifers, anything that its seed is not encapsulated within a fruit. Angiospermas consist of the most diverse range of plants on earth. It consists of 64 orders, 416 families, 13,000 genera, and 300,000 species. What differentiates Bougainvillea from the other 70% of angiospermas is its trinuclear pollen, which allows it for rapid growth and rapid seeding. Angiospermas differ from gymnospermas by having characteristics such as endosperms in their seeds, which are tissues that help vitalize the seed with nutrition, proteins and carbohydrates for the seed to grow. And it also is characterized by flowers and fruit-bearing seeds. The first kind of Magnolia feeder to exist didn't have flowers. They existed in the Triassic period, and they were ginkgo bonobos. They were gymnosperma. After that, angiosperma were derived from gymnosperma, and they almost date back to 150 to 130 million years ago, where we actually have fossilized evidence of them from the Cretaceous period, which I'll show you right here. When we work our way down the family tree of the Bougainvillea with subclasses and classes, we realize that the Bougainvillea is related to carnations, even cacti and water lilies. And its order, Caryophyllalis, is characterized by plants that have this incredibly deep violet and red colors. Working our way all the way down to the genus of the star behind us, Bougainvillea, this spiky vine can grow 12 meters long. It can grow into hedges, shrubs, crawlers, or even ground cover. This beautiful plant can be found in the South Americas, the tropical regions of Africa and Australia, and even southern Europe, where there are temperate, hot climates. The Bougainvillea comes in many different colors, from orange to purple to pink, white, depending on the variety. Bougainvillea's flowers are very interesting because they're barely noticeable. You might find here that you think you can see a lot of flowers, but all of this inflorescence, all of this beautiful color is just the brackets, the sepal-like structures around the three usually waxy flowers right in the middle, which are quite delicate and need of protection. If you forget to water your plants often, the Bougainvillea is perfect for you. It likes well-drained soil and very, very little water. It likes very dry and hot full sun, and it blooms 3 to 4 times a year during spring, summer and autumn. And if you prune it back quite harsh, it loves it, as all of the inflorescence and all of the flowers actually grow on the new growth rather than the old growth. So each time, the harsher you are with it, the more you encourage it to bloom. The Bougainvillea is a very hardy plant. It can withstand full sun and dry condition for months on end. Its salt tolerance as well makes it great for coastal regions. And even if you live on colder climates, you could always put it in a pot and prune it and put it back in the house every winter and put it back out every summer. Usually that is even helpful to Bougainvilleas, because if you have a Bougainvillea that is not flowering at home, usually it's because of the conditions are not correct. Usually Bougainvilleas like incredibly constricted roots, as it actually deceives the plant that this is the last of its propagation chances, and it blooms vigorously afterwards if you leave it dry for maybe even 3 months at a time. As well, water it very slightly because of its delicate roots. If the moisture in the soil is too much, or if the soil is soggy, the roots can rot and prevent the Bougainvillea from flowering or even flourishing vegetatively. So be sure to check the soil is dry enough, and be sure not to water the Bougainvillea too much. But also, if you see yellowness of leaves, be sure to give it a bit of water, and maybe even superphosphates or Epsom salts sometimes, which help incredibly well with green leaves. My last tip on the Bougainvillea would be fertilization. You should do this every 3 to 4 months, and you should use bone meal, potash and superphosphates. Potash is incredibly vital, as Bougainvillea doesn't respond as well to other fertilizers because they are high in nitrogen, which Bougainvillea doesn't require. If you like this deep dive into the Bougainvillea's family tree and the genus, please leave a like and subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me what you would like to see in maybe future videos. Till then, catch you in the next one.